It's showtime.
BSnBEER Media in association with STWF TV, the podcasting network. We present to you the Frenemies Fantasy Football Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the show. I am Dale. With me, as always, my frenemy Tim. What's up, man?
What's up, buddy? How you doing today, Dale?
All good, man.
Yeah.
But you know, I do still have a little bit of a beef with this this certain show
Yeah.
that I happened to watch last night on STWF TV. The Parlay Perspective. They were talking about, they were making picks, NFL picks, like we're going to do later on in this show. You know.
Okay.
And they got to the Jets matchup. Okay. And what they said was, you know, can the Jets continue to lose like this losing streak that they're on?
Yes.
And I was like, what? Like they're the Jets, people. Like this is what they do every year. Like, let's be honest. Okay. Like you look up the Jets home record. It's pretty bad. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just historically. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, I get that they're favorites at home because they're playing at home, but they're really bad at home.
They're the Jets.
Yeah.
And they're bad. Not even a Hall of Fame quarterback can save them. Is that
exactly?
Is that yeah?
And then they got to the game with the Saints versus the Panthers. Okay. I know they wanna try to offend me and take digs at me. You know, and my Saints and everything like that, right?
Yeah.
And so they go on to be like, oh, well, I'm taking the Panthers. The Panthers are gonna kill the Saints. You know, it's
The Panthers.
They're gonna beat the Saints.
Are we talking about the same team?
Yes.
Okay.
But both of these teams, the Jets and the Saints, have won two games each. Why are they treated differently here? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why?
Is it because the Saints wear black?
Maybe.
Is that what you're
Maybe
implying?
that's what it is.
And
Maybe
the Panthers wear white? Is that what you're trying to imply?
No, not the Panthers. No. I mean the Saints and the Jets. If you're it's two win teams.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And you can't
So,
treat them differently when you come on picking.
Well, I thought that you were trying to imply that they're wanting to beat the Saints so bad. Carolina's better. I don't know. I do know the Jets suck. They got Rodgers. They got Devontae Adams. All right. They fired their best coach. All right. Rodgers. Did you see some of J.J. Watt's clips from whenever he was on the Pat McAfee show?
No. What did you say?
Was it J.J. Watt? Who's the older one? The one that just retired?
Yeah, JJ.
Mm-hmm. JJ, yeah. Yeah, he was going off on Aaron Rodgers. All his after off season, you know, mushroom escapades, going off in the dark room and all this crap, you know. Right. He's like, you still suck. You're the Jets. you still suck. What was our question here? We had a user question.
We're going to get to this question that we got submitted here. It look like you want to start one person. Tank Dale, Coleman, Reed. He says he's afraid of Dale. Dale hasn't done anything all year. Okay, so the deal with Tank Dale is he's the last guy standing.
Yeah.
And so he's gonna become the de facto number one. Just based on what we saw from him last year, his connection with Stroud. So just on those two things alone, I'm not nervous about Tank Dell at all.
Yeah, I'm not nervous about Tank Dell. I got Reed ranked projected at 12.3 points, and I got Tank Dell at 11 points. So, if you're leaning towards not being safe with Dale, then I'd go towards Reed. But I think Dell's a fine option to play this week too.
Well, the problem with Reed is you're going to have a backup quarterback starting most likely. Now it's not guaranteed that that he missed the game, but we'll see. You got to keep an eye on that. That's why I don't like Reed in that scenario. But see, this is clearly Tank Dell in the starting lineup. Xavier Hutchinson is a surprise being in their starting lineup, but you can actually start seeing some John Mechie
finally
get some targets because he's there. But right now, man, just looking at your three targets out here, Tank Dell is his number one guy.
Yeah. And he's going against the Jets, who defensively have been crap.
Yeah.
Ever since Saleh left, all of a sudden they don't have a defense.
Right. Exactly.
Amazing.
They hired their defensive guy. So there you go.
Amazing.
Let's see. Okay, he said Love was back at practice.
Yeah, Downs is looking good anytime Flacco's playing. So I'm all about Downs. I'm up there.
I like Downs a lot, man.
Yeah,
he's getting a lot of targets, and they're long targets down the field.
So. Definitely. So I lean towards Reed. Dell leans towards Tank Dell. Maybe he's partial because they got the same name.
Could be. I could be a little biased, maybe.
Yeah, name biased. Yeah. So,
listen, I don't think Sauce Gardner has been Sauce Gardner this year. I don't know what's going on with him, but yeah, go look up wide receivers versus the New York Jets.
Oh yeah. I like this idea. Did you just say look up the strength of schedule, Tim? Is that what you were saying?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying, Tim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly what I'm saying.
So, boom. I like this.
So
yeah,
I'm thinking you're gonna find out that Sauce Gardner. I forgot what his real name is.
CJ.
CJ. What?
CJ Sauce Gardner. It's CJ. Yeah.
I thought it was something else, like an actual name.
Well, I mean, there's he's got 4 names total. Sauce Gardner, I think, is a dash. So the Jets are the 3rd worst team to go against as a wide receiver. And let's see here. And Detroit's the 30th. So they're the 3rd best team to go against as a wide receiver. So using straight the schedule there. Now we can pretty much guarantee most of the points. See, Detroit has been giving up 34.8 points, fantasy points per game to the wide receiver position. And Houston has been giving up 21.1 points to the fantasy position, the wide receiver position. So we can pretty much gauge that Dale's going to get I'd say 80% of that. I'm going to guess. Probably about 15.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to assume.
Yeah.
But yeah, and some of that was with Sala there.
Okay. So what's your pick then?
My pick's still Reed.
Okay.
You try to talk me out of Dale? You try to talk me out
No.
of something?
No.
Is that all right? All right. You're like, hey Tim, look at that screen the schedule. Maybe I talk you out of it. Yeah.
All right.
I
There you
gotta
go.
give my man Sperry. Gotta give him the best advice I can there, Dale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. All right, man. Let's what are we doing first? We're doing injuries first, right?
Dang, dude. Like the show notes ain't right there, Dale. He forgets to read all the time. Not only does he forget people's names on the show, but he forgets to read.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna
only got one mouse, bro. A one-handed mouse.
Yeah, one of these days, I'm gonna run the cameras or some crap. I'm gonna see how like easy it is or difficult it might be. Like, oh yeah, this is why Dale's so confused 24/7 because he's got to run the cameras.
Oh goodness, no.
Yeah.
Nothing's really confusing. It's just a just a lot, and you got to remember everything. And when you don't remember everything, it looks like this. Maybe I was so good for so long, and and then you guys just took it for granted, And now I'm just showing, I'm not perfect now,
But yeah. The realization that Dale's not perfect. This sounds like every breakup you've ever had, Dale. Next thing you know, you're gonna start telling me like, "Oh, you're not gonna value me till after I'm gone."
There you go.
Dang, Dale.
There you go. You gonna miss me when I'm gone, Tim.
You go, yeah. Wow.
All right. Speaking of guys that are gone, all right. Injuries. That's right. So yeah, Jordan Love is still showing up on the injury report as it's a groin, questionable. That's what he left the game with last week. But you seen him practice. I say keep an eye on that thing.
Yeah.
And, if he's getting most of the reps in practice, he's gonna play, for sure. A big one on this list was Tyrone Tracy. He was turning out to be like a league winner, but he's dealing with a concussion now, and we have to see if he can clear protocol before he can get back in there. So yeah, man, that's a big one there.
Young guys coming in, man, they always pass it quick.
Yeah,
because they want to get back out there and make that money, man. They're still driving out that Mazda they had in high school.
I mean, yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, the rookies. I
remember Hard Knocks. Dang, I forget this running
Alfred
back
Morris.
name, bro.
Alfred Morris. Washington running back.
No. This is dude from Cincinnati I'm thinking about.
Oh.
He was a rookie. And he had borrowed his in-laws minivan to come to camp. So it's with his own car, bro.
Was it Mixon? It wasn't Mixon.
No, the backup or whatever. Whoever the backup guy was.
Chase Brown?
No. This is before him. Him.
All right.
I can't think of the guy's name. But it was hilarious though, because he was just trying to make the team. That was his deal. And he just put in the materialistic guy or whatever. Was like, I need a car. Mother-in-law, let me borrow the minivan. Go to camp, please.
Well, okay, all right. Alfred Morris, though he did the same kind of thing. He was driving around that Mazda that he had. It was like a Mazda 3 or something, a 4-door Mazda 3. And So much so that Mazda came and like took the car and completely rebuilt it. And like he hit like 300,000 or 400,000, something stupid, ridiculous, like years into his professional life. And they came
Yeah.
and said, "Hey, can we pick up the car and rebuild it for you?" So it's like a brand new car to him. So
Yes, indeed. I
yeah,
bet.
dude. Hey man, being cheap is worth it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's worth
Yeah.
it. You know,
Yeah.
and then until you get
I
that one
wonder how
chick,
cheap I would be if I had a lot of money.
you'd be on the show. You'd be on more shows. It's
Oh
not how
yeah.
cheap you would be. It's you would like have more shows talking about stupid crap that I don't even know about, like wrestling.
BSnBEER would be enormous if I had money. Okay,
Well,
we'd be doing this crap all day.
we might still have the same 15 people, but we'd have like 80 videos. So
That's right.
totally
That's all I have
different.
to do all day. Yeah.
Yeah. So what else we got here? We got
This another one that you can kind of rejoice in, Tim, with Tank Bigsby. I know you're hot on ETN. You need him to
dude.
come back, and Tank Bigsby kind of like took off
Yeah.
for Jacksonville. He's kind of questionable with a knee injury, so keep an eye on his practice participation.
I'll tell you now, Travis Etienne is in my brain as maybe getting traded. I might trade away. I'm kind of tired of his crap. So you know, dynasty wise, I might trade him away. We'll see what happens. So
yeah,
I'll probably let him get hot for a couple of weeks and then I'll trade him.
Yeah,
I think you know how I do things.
Of course.
Dynasty, you know,
of course.
So yeah.
Stephon Diggs went to IR with the ACL injury, so that's big. Out there in why did I put Buffalo? Houston.
I don't know why you put Buffalo. Look at you, dude. Wow. Wow.
Well, hey, look, I called it out. Shoot.
Yeah. I
called it out.
All right. So
it's intern fault.
That's why Tank Dell's gonna get more targets this week.
Yes, absolutely. He's the number one guy.
Number one guy.
Exactly.
So
it's coming all around. Look at that.
What do you got on here with Dallas Goedert, man?
Questionable with the hamstring injury. He's coming back from one though. So if I've been seeing that he's been practicing, and I think you're going to see him this week. That's
you think he's going to play him?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Christian Kirk had a collarbone injury in this previous game, so he's going to be done for the season, and that sucks for him.
Dude.
It's another guy, I guess, like his contract is up, and left the season on an injury. That sucks, man, when that happens.
Yeah.
So that's that kills you money and all that kind of crap, man. So, Kendre Miller, Tim.
Yes.
You know what happened last week? He played.
Didn't really do nothing.
And then you know what happened, Tim?
Nothing.
He got hurt. Okay.
Did he get hurt?
Yes. That's what Kendre Miller does, bro.
I'm looking right now.
That is what Kendre Miller does, bro.
This guy's going to be out of a job. You ever had that guy that like continuously called in sick at work, and then like he's finally in?
Yes.
And then he gets
like
sick
2
again.
days straight. And
who was that?
Boom. He out again.
When we worked together, we had that John guy. His name was John or whatever. He'd be on FMLA.
Yes.
And then he'd come back and be like, "Oh, I'm sick." Like, dude, how'd you get sick, man? You've been at home for like months.
Yes. That guy. But,
as soon as he gets healthy and plays a couple of games, I'm passing him out too.
This is live footage of Kendre Miller. All right.
Did you type what? Sorry. So look at your search, man. Look at your Google search right here, Dale. You typed in Griffin. Is that what you typed in to do this, Peter Griffin? Or how'd you get these other Griffins on the side over here on the search? The search you.
But Peter Griffin knee. That's all.
That's what you typed in?
Yeah.
And how these griffins pop up on the side?
Yeah. I mean, it's just more, gifts or whatever. Mm-hmm.
I was questioning your search engine history over here.
Oh no. That's not
Yeah.
mine. It's just more Peter Griffin crap that you might be interested in if you wanted to.
They're not Peter Griffin. They're griffins, like the mythological creature, lion slash. They were lion slash eagles, griffins.
Mm-hmm.
You're terrible.
Yeah, but there was one in the middle there that was Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you high right now?
Maybe.
I love you. I love you, dude. Oh, damn. I love it. I love this guy. Let's roll, man. What's the next slide, brother? Oh, wow. All right, let's rock and roll, buddy. You're so smooth, dude.
It's another one, dude. Brian Burns. He plays for the Giants. I don't know why the hell I got Baltimore here. But he's dealing with the Achilles injury.
I'm crying. Go ahead, Dale.
All right. Well, I'm catching all of this stuff in real time, Tim. Okay. Catching all of this in real time.
You're good. I see it. Go ahead. All right. We got Joey Bosa on the Chargers. All right.
Yeah, he's dealing with a hip injury. So,
and Jeremiah, I'm not going to say his last name.
JOK, man, neck injury. He got carted out. He lifted the whole thumbs up and all that kind of stuff. But he's going to be out this week with that neck injury, as well as CJ Mosley with the neck injury as well. So,
Parsons.
But some other people that may be kind of coming back, Jaquan Brisker dealing with the concussion, trying to get out the protocol. So keep an eye on him to see if he gets out of that. And we will see if Micah Parsons is able to get back from his ankle injury. I think this would be his fourth straight game missing if he doesn't come back. But I believe he's going to try to get back this week, though. Was
it just a high ankle sprain?
Yes, high ankle sprain. Listen, I don't really have belief in any player coming back from a high ankle sprain in a skill position. You're in bad shape, bro.
High ankle sprain, any soft tissue thing, which is the major one being hamstrings. And then I think you said this a couple of years back. Anytime they have a non-contact injury, that's some crapola right there. It ends up being ACL, MCL pretty much every time.
Right.
So stupid. So,
yeah, man. So that's on a defensive side of the ball. So we got guys going out. We also have guys coming back.
Yeah.
So wanna
give me the gift.
Shout out
the hospital gift.
The gift.
The hospital gift.
This is a clip, Tim. That's not a gift.
I'm sorry.
Okay?
Yeah.
Gifts don't have those sounds like that.
That's why I don't run the cameras, Dale. Because I don't know the difference between a GIF and a clip. You're right.
Very, very.
That's not a GIF, Tim. That's just a muted clip. Gosh, Tim. Why don't you know that? You idiot. Damn.
All right.
Yeah.
So running out the hospital, man, straight to the Saints facility. Our starting quarterback, Derek Carr. Yay! Derek Carr. And I know all you Saints fans hate to admit that you're excited to see Derek Carr come back, but you are excited to see Derek Carr coming back. Who that?
Good job, Dale. I haven't seen you this excited in a while, man. Look at you. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. Because you know what? Y'all were hurting without Derek Carr, man.
Yes,
I've been thinking about you outside of this show in our phone calls, being like, man, I can't wait for Carr to get back. I liked it when Delwood is a good move.
Almost like he was the best quarterback on the team.
Oh my goodness. So what are you expecting happening this week with Carr? What's he going to throw for? Give me a throw for analogy right here.
All right, Tim. Listen.
Yeah.
As far as total yards for Derek Carr, it's gonna be mediocre. You're not looking at 300 bills, nothing like that. You know, you're gonna have he's gonna have about 225.
220, 225?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we can't spread the ball around, Tim. It's not like 10 receivers out there that we can throw the ball to, Tim.
So but you're going against Carolina, brother.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
We need people that can catch the ball.
Yeah.
Like receivers that can catch the ball. You know, we signed MVS. And
good luck. You know, he used to be a Packer.
Yeah. I remember those days. I remember when one year I bought into this damn Aaron Rodgers hype.
Yeah.
I bought into Aaron Rodgers hype and I drafted MVS number 1.
You did? Number 1 overall, or you're in the first round?
No, not overall, in the first round.
I was about to say. And redraft? Dynasty?
Dynasty, yes.
Shut up, dude.
Yes.
Dude, I wouldn't do that.
Do it, bro.
I wouldn't have done that.
Aaron Rodgers hyped this kid up, bro.
Look, I'm gonna tell you the prop bets on Carr right now. All right. The mark is 236.5. That's the mark. Prop bet. Over or under.
Okay.
All right. So the site I'm looking at is projecting Carr to throw for 242.7. So they're projecting him 6 yards over the bet. So the over and under 236.5. What do you take on that, Dale? Do you think he's going to be under?
Let me pull up Carr's history here because I don't remember him throwing for like 230 something like all season.
Oh yeah.
Okay. He threw for his 2 highs, 243 in week 2. This is when we put 44 on Dallas.
Yeah.
Best offensive game of the season.
Okay.
The second best is 239 at the Falcons.
Yeah.
So I'm
y'all already
toward the under.
Y'all played Carolina, and when y'all went 47-10, he only threw for 200 yards.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah,
we don't have a lot of targets out there to throw the ball to, Tim.
I'm hearing you. I keep hearing what you're saying.
I promise you, I'm not lying about that, bro. Like it's bad. Okay, it's very bad. Yeah. Now, I will say, I'm expecting a big game from Chris Olave.
Oh yeah,
because there aren't many people out there to throw the ball to, Tim.
Dang, you do have MVS over here. He's probably going to start over Bub Means.
Yes.
What you're thinking?
Maybe.
Right?
Maybe. The Bub Means had a connection with Spencer Rattler. And that's how he got into the game.
Yeah.
He's a rookie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he probably goes back to the bench. Now that Rattler's going back to the bench.
He's a 5th round rookie, too. Well, I don't really like MVS.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
Yeah.
As an option.
Like I said, I drafted him number 1, so I definitely
Done.
definitely don't like MVS. Okay, I'm not an MVS guy. So also on this list coming back, I'm happy to see Jerome Ford.
Yeah.
From Cleveland is
Yeah.
expected to return. Don't get me wrong, he's got to split carries with Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb looking pretty good too, so he goes back to his secondary role, but he's going to split carries.
You think he's going to split? Or you think Chubb's going to start taking over?
Of course, Chubb is the man. Yes.
Okay.
Chubb is the man.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, they're not going to just heavily rely on Chubb right now coming back from an injury. They're not going to do that.
All right, so you think it
split carries between backs?
You think it's going to be like what, 15 carries for Chubb and 10 for Ford?
Yeah, and
Something
that
like
speaking of, ain't gonna be a lot of carries to be had. Honestly, in my opinion, there's gonna be a pass heavy offense with Jameis slinging that thing.
Yeah,
that's my opinion. Yes.
Wow.
They're going pass heavy.
Who are they playing this week? The Chargers. Mm-hmm. Chargers run heavy team though, and the Browns have been a run heavy team forever. Yeah. But all right, well, Jameis did go for 334 against Baltimore. They got a great defense too.
Yeah, but that's Baltimore. Baltimore invites the pass.
Yeah,
like every team is going to pass against Baltimore. Like that's the way it goes. You're not going to try to run on Baltimore. So,
one name I'm excited on this list for is TJ Hawkinson.
Yes.
All right. Yes,
expecting to return this week. That injury been having him out for a while, bro. So
a year.
Look, this whole year. So yeah.
A full year.
Yeah, man.
So in the Little Rock League, I'm in this situation right now. Dynasty League, I got Trey McBride, I got Hawkinson, and I got Bowers.
Yeah.
So I'm about to put somebody on the trading block, baby.
Yeah, of course.
Somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a good position to be in. Also, I believe that when you have three good tight ends like that, you push down a lot of other teams. So we'll see what happens. But yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
All
right.
What we got next? What's next on the list, Dale?
That is a wrap for the injuries and other stuff there.
Sweet.
Let me get over to our next dealio. Here we go.
Waiver wire pickups, baby.
There we go. Now we have
pickups.
So
yeah,
getting on the beer flight here. Let's talk about some pickups on the waiver wire on the offensive side of the ball.
Ooh, there's your boy.
My boy.
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix is not my boy. Okay. Nothing to do with Bo Nix.
He plays for your boy.
Plays for the enemy. That's what he plays for. But yeah, I think he's been pretty good as a fantasy quarterback running. And we always love to get those running points.
Yeah.
That's why I like those rookie quarterbacks a lot, it seems like now. Because they run the ball.
I don't think did he really run the ball that much? I don't think he actually ran that much, man.
Yeah.
You're saying he ran. Let me see.
Yards.
Let me see here. He threw for 248, 284. Sorry, 284 yards he threw for, and
he ran a lot versus us. I know that
he ran for 4 yards last week. He ran for 75 yards against you guys. Yes, But he
Yeah.
scored 40. He scored 40 points last week, Dale.
Mhm.
He only scored fantasy wise 15 points against you guys, even with all that 75 yards of running.
Yeah.
He
So,
threw,
but look at all his previous game before that. He went for 61 yards before that.
yeah, and then 9 and 3.
Then
Man.
see, week 3 he went for 47.
Yeah,
Week 4 he
yeah.
went for 25, and week 5 35. Yeah. But rushing is part of his game too.
All right, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Not a mountain part of his game, but it seems like they have bad games and good games all together, Denver. And when he's having a bad game, it's probably going to use his legs more often.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm just guessing here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to get. Yeah, that's what it looks like. But
So
who else we got on the list?
let's talk about Jameis Winston on this list, man. So he had that game winner. They threw to Tillman, which was sweet, and made Tillman like the pickup of the week. And wide receivers, we'll get to that for sure. But like, he's bringing the damn Cleveland offense alive.
Yeah,
because it was dead because it's Deshaun Watson holding the damn ball.
terrible. You remember when I traded Josh Allen for Deshaun Watson and the number 1 overall pick, and you were mad.
Mm-hmm.
You were mad about it.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
You remember when I also traded Barkley away and 2 third-round picks to get Mahomes? And then you were mad about that too?
Well, you got something else in return.
No, I got Mahomes. I gave him 2 third-round picks and Barkley.
Well, you got
Dude,
something
don't.
else.
No, me and Chris talked about it this weekend. We hung out. I went to Chris's house this weekend.
No. I'll have to look up that trade.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I think Jameis Winston is going to be a game changer in a lot of people's fantasy lineups this the rest of the year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't get me wrong, he's going to throw some interceptions and stuff like that because I think as dealing with a quarterback that doesn't run, that's what you deal with. They're gonna take chances throwing the ball to the outside the numbers and down the field. You know, they're gonna throw the ball into coverage sometimes because of that. And another person that fits this same mold is gonna be Joe Flacco, who is gonna be the starting quarterback this week in Indy.
Yeah.
Mostly because Richardson quit on his team. It was like, I'm tired.
I'm done. That's your boy though.
That's great. I saw some memes saying Richardson is inspiring a whole movement. I'm calling in work because I'm tired.
That's great. I'm tired. Going to bed. Yeah, I'm down. I could always use a good nap. So Bo Nix, I got him as the top pickup this week because he's among the top 12 quarterbacks in fantasy points right now. He's ranked 4th in rushing. All right, going with your points. All right, maybe you were reading my notes before I read my notes. How about that, Dale? Yeah.
Okay.
He's got 259 rushing yards, and that's more than Jalen Hurts has. The Ravens have allowed the 3rd most fantasy points to quarterbacks. He's a good pickup that you'll be able to start in almost every game from here on. So, yeah.
I just watch the games, Tim. That's all. That's all it is, Tim. I just watch the games.
I know. I see you. That's your Allen Iverson moment. It was just practice. I just watched the games, Tim. I just watched the games. We're not talking about data, Tim. We're talking about straight to schedule. We're talking about just watching the games, Tim.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
man. Exactly.
Look, this is how you try to talk to them ladies too. You're being smooth and shit. Like, look, baby, I just watched the games. Okay, look, I just go watch the games. Trying to be smooth. Get out of here, brother. Get the bring up the running backs. There we are. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So
On
hey,
top of this list is Jalen Warren, the
yeah.
running back out of Pittsburgh, man. Um, and I would be shocked to see this because
hmm
like Najee is there, Tim, and for what I saw, Najee looked good,
Yeah.
but Jalen Warren also ran the ball 12 times.
Yeah.
That's a lot of carries for the backup guy.
Yep.
44 yards, and he caught 2 or 3 targets for 15 yards. So it's like 15 total touches. And now that Russell Wilson has brought this Steeler offense alive, um, for everybody else, right?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
this could be an every week thing, and a running back is always the crackhead position, right? We need more. We
we need more of them. So
need running backs. Okay.
they were charting all of Russell Wilson's throws, and all of his throws are to the sides. Every throw was outside the numbers, is what they said.
Yeah.
And they said that's like Seattle's old cup of tea, was like all the throws were outside the numbers, and easy throws for Wilson to complete, nothing downfield. And they're saying this. That's why Sean Payton wasn't doing well with Russell Wilson, because he expected Russell to be able to throw downfield, but he's not really throwing downfield, but probably 2-3 times a game. So
Well, I think he wanted him to throw the ball in the middle of the field more, and he couldn't do that. He would end up just taking sacks or throwing it away all the time. And
Yeah.
that crap got old. That's pretty much what Deshaun Watson was doing. So
well, I think Warren's here because the Pittsburgh offense is starting to pick it up and all that stuff. So another one we got. Oh, those notes are from Devin Singletary. Where's he at? Is he on this list?
hold on.
Oh, he's not on the list. What I got notes on Devin Singletary.
Yeah, I'm not.
I got
not
notes
sure.
on him. All right,
Okay.
so I got notes on Singletary, but I don't have him on the list. That's my fault. Good job, Dale. Gosh.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay.
So Devin Singletary, if Tyrone Tracy, he got out with the concussion, but Singletary could be a startable asset this week. If Tracy's missing any time, he'd be a good priority pickup if you need somebody to start. And he's going to be very temporary. He's going to be a 1-2 week old.
That's if he comes back from injury or something like that.
Tyrone Tracy.
No, I mean Singletary. Singletary was out. That's opening the door for Tracy.
But I think he's coming back this week.
Yeah. So
I read this somewhere.
Okay.
I read this somewhere, and then
we good.
Yeah.
I don't think you get the same production. I just don't think Singletary is that good. And Tyrone Tracy kind of showed you that.
I got you.
With this production, So I can't expect Singletary to get in there and just do Tyrone Tracy things. It's not Denver.
It's not Denver.
Insert running back here, and they go for 100 yards. Back in the day.
Let me see. He played last week. He rushed twice for 11 yards, scored two or three targets for
back
12 yards. Yeah. Singletary's. I thought he's been back. He's been back. He's been back for 2 weeks.
It's a crackhead position then. So yes, you gotta put him in.
Singletary's back for 2 weeks. So
you gotta put him in.
Yeah.
I've been starting Mostert, and it worked out for me for some reason.
I don't know how that worked out, but it is.
You got to just do what you got to do.
Dale. Yeah. Then we got
Like Nicky Spam right there, Tim. That's what that is.
eating spam. Is that what you
Eating
said?
Spam.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's when you're desperate. Worthy, Myers, or Leggett. Oh, we got listener question here.
So I'm guessing this is PPR. Yeah, that's what it is. PPR. So William, Worthy, Myers, or Leggett.
Leggett's been looking better and better.
I like Leggett a lot, but I can't pass up Worthy, man.
So I got Worthy and
Worthy's
Myers
always got a
projected.
chance to score.
I got Worthy and Myers projected for the exact same amount of points, but I do like the Worthy scenario better than I like Myers in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Kansas City going down to Tampa Bay, Florida. It's going to be warm in Tampa Bay. This is part of the mindset that I think about things. So, like, if Las Vegas, they're traveling to Cincinnati, it's going to be cold as shit in Cincinnati, man. All right, Las Vegas, you're in the desert. Don't they have a dome? So, like, they're in the desert. That's a whole conditioning thing. I think Cincinnati, are they in a dome too?
No, they play outdoors.
I didn't think they were in a dome. So anyway, that team traveling there is going to be cold. They're not used to it. But Kansas City going down south to Tampa Bay, that's not going to be that hard. So, what you got though, Dale? Did you want Myers?
No, I like Worthy.
You like Worthy? All right, so we both agree on Worthy. There you go, sister.
Like Worthy. They always have unique plays on the goal line.
Yeah.
Worthy gets involved in those sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, give me Worthy.
And this our just going off. This is our first week to see Hopkins too, by the way, right?
Yes, he played.
I don't think Worthy's position is going to be. What?
I think he caught a pass too.
Yeah, I don't think Worthy's position is going to be threatened because he's more the downfield guy, where Hopkins is probably going to be more like the slot, short gains.
Exactly, over the middle.
So, yeah.
Yep. Let's see.
Next slide.
Okay.
Ooh.
On the wide receivers here, Tim, Cedric Tillman was the number one pickup, and I happened to get him in one league.
Yeah.
After Amari Cooper gets traded away, he becomes like one of the starter guys in there. Him and Elijah Moore.
Yeah.
So week 7, 8 catches on 12 targets, 81 yards.
Yeah.
The game winner from Jameis. Jameis. One thing I know about Jameis is he will get the guys together in the offseason and have OTAs. And I'm talking about like the undrafted rookie free agent guys.
Okay.
I'm talking about second, third year guys.
Yeah.
Guys, lower on the
roster
depth chart.
Yeah.
The guys he's gonna be throwing to in practice for the most part. And he running through drills and stuff. And so
that's cool.
Building chemistry. Right?
Yeah.
That dude is a workaholic, Jameis is, right? He works a lot. And I believe Cedric Tillman might have been in those little passing drills, and now we're seeing the benefit of it. So,
and I missed the stats for week 8, but he had 7 of 9 targets, 7 catches on 9 targets, 99 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So he was a week winner for week 8. And if you're behind the curve, you should have picked him up week 7. But if he's still available for your league, this is the time to grab him up while Jameis is starting probably the rest of the season.
Yep.
So
someone else on this list I like is Ricky Parcell for sure. Rookie. He played a lot of snaps this past game because San Francisco have a lot of injuries, and so he's taking those reps, man, and he's benefiting, and he's doing things with them. So they'll eventually come back,
Yeah.
But who's
Mhm.
to say, man? Maybe the coach start being like, you know what? I like what the Rook did. We got to keep the Rook in there. I got to figure out something else for these other guys. Never know.
I think it's San Francisco, and they can plug and play almost anybody in anybody's position.
Oh, it's a system. It's a wonderful system.
So I also like this back up over here. We got Jalen McMillan walking in.
Yes. So when is Mike Evans coming back? That's my question for him.
Well, I can look that up.
Because yes, Sterling Shepard, I believe, went out with the hamstring injury, and I know people that own Sterling Shepard for a long time be like, "Oh, he's injured again." Yeah, but yeah, Ricky Parcell, man, Ricky Parcell has like a first round pedigree, man. Like if he's doing good while he's getting this opportunity, they're not taking the first rounder out.
I got you.
He's the first rounder, bro.
So Mike Evans is scheduled to come back in week 9.
Okay.
He's scheduled to come back in week 9. But with Godwin out, there's plenty of room, plenty of passes to be caught. And that's going to end up leading a good segue into the next guy.
Okay.
So got McMillan.
The tight end for Tampa Bay. Hey, yes, very interesting guy. And this is somebody, I thought about before in Dynasty for Dynasty purposes or whatever, because tight end sucks. So but yeah, he's been looking pretty good. He's got a connection, I think, with Baker. Week 7, caught 8 of 10 targets for 100 yards.
Yeah.
And then week 8, he catching 9 of 10 targets for 81 yards. Had 2 touchdowns. So 20 targets. That's a huge target share, man. And yeah, you got that kind of connection with your quarterback, bro. They're gonna keep feeding you over the middle. Over the middle is the best place to pass the ball, safest. Like you can complete a lot of balls there. Baker knows that. So big tight end go over the middle, man. That's good stuff.
He's not on the list. I'm sorry about that too. Look at there. Pulling information from various sources, and it ended up not hitting the par for the course today. So I don't even have the excuse that I'm high. I'm just Tim. Yeah, boy. So yeah.
Great.
But yeah, we got Zach Ertz on here too as far as tight ends. That's a good pickup this week too.
Yeah, Zach Ertz definitely has a connection with Jaden Daniels. So, and I believe in that offense, man. Like they look pretty good. So
yeah.
Defensive pickups. The Washington Commanders are the team defense of the week here. Scored 10 points, 10 plus fantasy points in 3 of the last 4 games. The Giants have allowed 10 fantasy points on average to the opposing defensive teams. So, Daniel Jones is going to hold the ball. So.
No. He's getting paid $50 million a year to hold the ball.
Hey,
he's in the 5-0 club.
That's what they do, man. It's good money if you can get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely go out there and get those guys, man. On the defensive line, Azeez Ojulari.
Yeah.
Really good pickup here with 10 tackles, 3 sacks over his last 2 games. He's benefiting from Kayvon Thibodeau being out, and he's been doing this thing, and now Burns being iffy. Keep an eye on Burns. That could have an effect on Azeez Ojulari. And then I'll be honest now, Azeez Ojulari, he's injury prone guy. So keep an eye on him if you do decide to pick him up, because he get hurt like that, and
Yeah.
you're
This
stuck
is
with 0 in your lineup, bro.
this is kind of a few week rental, I think, right? This.
Yeah. But he does have some draft pedigree. I believe he got like a 3rd round pick or something for them.
Okay.
So yeah, he's got some pedigree to him. I think he'll be fine, for a few weeks for sure.
Yeah.
Let's look at linebacker.
Ooh.
Dalen Henley from the Chargers played every snap last week.
Yeah. We like that.
Yeah. And this is even in a scenario where the team played a lot of dime. So yeah. I think that's a really good pickup. But anytime you got a linebacker that's playing every snap, and then also leading the team with tackles, 10 tackles. So yeah, it's a really good pickup there, Tim.
Every once in a while. Sometimes I do a good job at looking at the right website. Because that's where I get all this from. It's my research online, So I'm not out analyzing guys. I'm just analyzing the guys who analyze guys.
And the DB room, man, you want to look at Eddie Jackson for the Baltimore Ravens. Marcus Williams was pretty much benched. Now, this is big for them because this was a guy they went out and they paid a lot of money to last year to get him from the Saints. Aha.
Good going.
And so now that he's getting benched in favor of Jackson. So this could be solid for him. Last week he had 10 tackles and a pass deflection.
Yeah.
So
wow.
Yeah, that's huge when you looking at the DBs, man.
And strength of schedule, Broncos are giving away the most points to safeties.
Oh,
strength of schedule.
Okay.
So
there we go.
We like that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Oh.
All right. We got another question.
Yeah.
Do you think Puka, Rashad White, and D Hop is a fair trade for Breece Hall, I guess?
Breece, man. We were just talking about Breece before the show, Dale.
Look, I know it's not that fair for me.
Man, I'll tell you right now. Breece Hall is not looking hot to me right now. If he continues on this, I'm gonna kind of question things. Are we talking about Dynasty, by the way? Or are we talking about redraft?
So if this is like PPR, I would definitely want
who?
Yeah, I definitely want Breece Hall in any situation. I don't care.
You go really even over Puka?
Yeah,
even over Puka.
Yeah.
Man, we're gonna have to. All right, well,
PPR redraft.
me and you gonna have to make a trade, buddy. PPR redraft. Hey, we're gonna have a. Me and Dale gonna have a talk.
No,
after.
honestly, no. In Dynasty, no. I want Puka. You're right.
Yeah, I was about to say in Dynasty, I want Puka.
Yeah.
I'm not super worried about the Rashad White side of this and the D Hop. Gosh, Brees, this is a difficult question for me. Give me a second, man.
But I mean, to your point though, Brees Hall hasn't been putting up a lot of fantasy points.
Yeah.
So I see. I can see how somebody might hit the button on this.
Let me get here.
You tired of Brees Hall?
Oh, you know what? Oh, here we go. Strength of schedule, baby. All right.
Okay.
This is the last hard week that the Jets have. For Jets running backs have the easiest strength of schedule after this week for the rest of the season. So if it's a redraft league, who's your wide receivers? You got Puka. Who else you got? If you consider trading Puka, I assume you got some other pieces over here.
No, he just sounds like he's a guy in the league, and this is a trade that happened, and he wants to know if we think it's fair or not.
Oh, if we think it's fair. Oh, I got you. I don't know, man. Because
I don't think it's too bad. Either side.
I also this sounds bad, but I also try not to be the trade Nazi. On the flip side of things,
I'm definitely a trade Nazi.
Yeah, he is.
I don't like any trade that doesn't include me.
Yeah. Dale is that guy. So, but I really try not to judge other people's trades because they end up happening. Like as soon as the trade happens, Brees might get hurt, and then here you are. Guess what? The guy that got Puka and Rashad White and D Hop all of a sudden won the side. But you can't tell if who's winning the trade till the end of the year, in redraft. Oh, so he is he owns Puka, so he's in this trade.
Okay.
All right, Drake London, Brian Thomas, Devonta Smith. What's your running backs look like?
Put together a trade like that to try to get Brees Hall?
Let me see what your running backs look like. Saquon, Mixon. Okay. Yeah. I can see where you want to make that trade. You could go for it. It's reasonable. It's reasonable to go get Brees Hall. I said Breeze. You saw that?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's reasonable in that scenario to go grab Brees Hall, man. They do have the easiest strength of schedule the Jets do for the rest of the season. So that's surprising. I didn't know that. But that happens. Sometimes I don't know all the data, but I have it right here to look it up. So but so yeah,
you're saying go for it, make that trade.
Yeah, you can make that trade. I wouldn't. I'm not leaning heavy either side, but I mean, I would. I can see where you'd want to get Brees Hall. Is my point. So let me see what the Chiefs have the second hardest passing schedule. So Hopkins is not going to be as valuable. The Chiefs have the second hardest schedule for wide receivers. Their wide receivers the rest of the season. What was it, Puka on the Rams? Rams aren't so great either. So it's a good point to trade if you want to make it, man. I won't speak bad about it. Dale, what was your pick? You want a Brees?
No, I actually like the other side of the trade more.
Okay.
I would hold on to Puka and company. Yes. So that's what I would do.
So you're siding with Rashad White. Isn't that your boy? Is that what it is?
Right, let's move on, Tim.
You're like, I gotta have the side that's Rashad White. That was a sour breakup for Dale, by the way. So.
I don't think it's overpaying. I think it's pretty reasonable just looking at it without having any stake in the league at all.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't think you're overpaying.
Yeah.
You probably picked up Hopkins last week.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you got Devonta Smith. Yeah, you're keeping Devonta Smith though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trading him.
Yeah. Yeah, keep the he's probably buying Hopkins for that big name, hoping it's going to be something.
Yeah,
So,
I don't think that's
and-
part of the trade, but I mean, you could buy into some hype on
Mhm.
Hopkins with Mahomes. So yeah.
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 All right, what we got here? Who we picking?
Let's do some picks, Tim. Let me hit my intro first. How about that?
Okay. Yeah.
And now let's look at this week's matchup.
All right, let's talk about some picks. And before we get to the picks, we got to talk about our pick'em
Mm-hmm.
and the standings right now. Casey's Clowns, number 1 at 59, and then Crime They Curtain at 57, followed by Who Dat 603.
All right, Casey. Killing it.
Yeah, number 6, Marvin. What the hell's going on there with him?
Dude, this is Marvin. I bet you his wife's picking for him. I've never seen Marvin win. Poor guy. He's that kid that played baseball, but he looked so awkward out there. His parents loved it. Like, oh my gosh, look, he's so good. Oh yeah. You froze for a second, Dale.
Weird, bro.
You froze.
Yeah, I heard it. And that's weird too. So let's see. Number 13, our guy JG, top of the bleachers.
Yeah.
Make sure you check out their podcast over there. They should be probably starting right now. And yeah, I got B Train at 14 and me at number 16 at 47.
That's all we
Tied with
got.
my guy, the Queefers.
You don't have to. We don't have to
Him.
show anymore. We don't have to show anymore.
Yes, we do.
That's the bottom of the list. That's all you get to see,
Ha, ha,
guys.
ha, 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 ha. You suck, dude.
33703.
Yep. All right. And right above Tim,
dude,
who has 39 points, is Craig with 44 points. So yeah.
Dude,
Then,
Craig, me, and Kyle.
Kyle below you. So yeah, that's even worse.
This is terrible.
Yeah,
so
absolutely terrible.
Not a very good showing for me this year.
Yeah, that's what it is, Tim. You started off pretty good, but
I'm coming back
down
to
to earth.
I'm coming back this week, buddy. All right.
Regression to the mean. That's what we call it, Tim.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. Let's talk about some games, Tim. Dallas going to Atlanta, and Atlanta is a 3-point favorite. The total for this game is 52. Let's look at some of the best prop bets. Kirk Cousins, who's been kind of tearing it up lately, dude.
Yeah.
His prop is 245 points, 245 and a half yards, passing yards.
Yep.
And he is projected for 270 passing yards.
I like it.
So
I like it.
That definitely seems like an over bet. I like what I've seen out of Kirk Cousins. The coming of Kyle Pitts in the NFL.
It's been 3 years in the making.
He can actually play football.
It's because Kirk Cousins had Hawkinson,
right?
And when once he finally got Hawkinson, it was like gold, dude.
Yes.
So, but The next one here is Dak, 274.5 passing yards.
Yes.
Projected to hit the under 261.
Yeah.
All right.
I would have kind of bucked against that,
Yeah.
but it's like last game, nothing happened until like late in that game as far as offense, right?
Yeah.
So I could see something like that happening again. You
You're
know,
talking about hitting the under 261? Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right.
It could happen.
Jalen Tolbert is also on here with
Yeah.
40.5 receiving yards. He's projected to get 32 receiving yards.
Yeah.
So that'll be a clear under. Yeah, it seems like all Dak's production comes from CD.
Yeah. CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, well, that's exactly why I had him on the cover there. And you wouldn't have known it just by watching football, right? Like,
But that's all you do, Dale. You watch the game.
yeah, I turned that game off too.
You gotta watch the
This
game.
game sucks. I'm turning it off.
Yeah. You gotta watch the game, Tim. You know? So which one of these three picks do you like the best? These three.
I like Kirk
prop picks.
Cousins prop the most. I'm sorry. The Kirk Cousins prop the most there with with him hitting that 270-yard mark or better. I like the projection there, so that's my favorite one.
Yeah, 245.5 passing yards. All right, that's my favorite too. I like it.
Yep. All right. So, let's make our picks there.
All right.
So we had it's the wrong one. Go back the other way.
Oh, yep. See, there you are. There you go. I see you bouncing around on the slides over there.
All right. So we got Dallas going to Atlanta. Atlanta, 3-point favorite. Tim, who you got?
Bring the slide up over here.
Yeah.
There you go. Boom. All right. So Atlanta. Who do I got? Atlanta -3 or Dallas +3? Wow. Man, I'm going to take Atlanta -3, dude. I just think Atlanta's been doing well. Dallas sucks. Everybody loves to see Dallas lose. They're the Cowboys. Jerry Jones owns them. If they were not in Dallas, they would just be another Jets.
Well, they talk about the damn Jets too much too. So, especially for a team that sucks. Okay.
Yeah. Well, Aaron Rodgers is over there, so I got to give them a hard time this year. Just verifying that he sucks too now. So,
I think Atlanta looks pretty good. They've gotten that offense together. And I don't see Dallas stopping that. So give me the Falcons minus the 3. So
yeah, at home too, baby.
At home. So we both took them, right?
Yeah, family.
Oh, there we go. Everybody's ranking up.
Yeah.
I don't think we had one last week at all. So
I think I drank on last week's podcast too, though. I'm not drinking today, but I think I was drinking on last week's podcast. Yeah. I got to go to the grocery store right after this, okay? Because I'm not out of food. I'm just out of the food that I want to make. You ever have that problem?
Yeah.
You go to the fridge 15 times to look over the shit that's in there that you don't actually want to ever eat because you're like, I don't want to make that. That don't sound good at all.
First world problems right there.
Man, I'm going grocery shopping tomorrow. I'm pissed off at myself, stomping through the house. Why didn't I buy groceries already? Oh my gosh.
All right. We got Detroit going to Green Bay. And Detroit is a 3.5-point road favorite. I'm assuming the reason why it's this much is because they're assuming that Malik Willis is going to play.
Yeah.
This line seems weird to me. And so the total for this game is 48.5.
Yeah.
So let's look at some of the best prop bets. Jared
There's
Goff.
no Green Bay guys on here. It's all Lions. This is crap.
Yeah, and I think that's because of the quarterback uncertainty.
Yeah.
That's the problem with that. So Jared Goff, the prop bet is 224.5 yards passing, and he is projected to go over that by 239 yards. I do like this because Jared Goff has been looking pretty dang on good as a quarterback. So I don't like seeing Montgomery to pass the ball if I'm a Jared Goff owner, though.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Look,
so I like that.
All right. I don't think any linemen are going to catch touchdowns in this game against Green Bay. Just let you know right now.
Yeah, that too.
All right. Look, if that happens in Green Bay, we're going to have some problems. All right. I'm going to sit down and watch this game, Dale. You know, I don't like actually watch a lot of games. I drink beer and talk shit during a lot of games, but I'm going to sit down and watch this game. Okay. Like, so this is one of them weeks that I want to watch the game. But we got Amon-Ra. His prop is 79.5 yards receiving. His projection is 73 yards. I just think Amon-Ra is going to feed, man. I think he's going to do well.
Especially it's another game without Jameson Williams. So I believe you're going to see more Amon-Ra. However, Cleve Raymond did his thing last week.
Oh yeah.
Oh, freaking dude did his thing, bro.
What did he get? Let me look up here.
So he had like 2 kickoff returns, or a kickoff and a punt return.
Oh yeah.
He returned 1 for a touchdown, and then he had a goal line play where they motioned him out the backfield and threw the ball to him in the flat, and he ran it in. So
yeah, so he didn't really have work production during the game. He just had 190 yards returning and a touchdown, which is pretty awesome, though.
Yeah.
Then he had 14 yards receiving and a touchdown. So, I don't expect him to do a repeat at all, ever. Nobody started him. If he did, you're desperate. All right.
You're a fast guy. Coach could be like, "Hey, get out there and we'll go deep."
Yeah. So what did Amon-Ra St. Brown do last week? Let's see here. He got both passes. He got 2 targets, 2 passes, caught 7 yards and a touchdown. So he didn't really do a crap at all last week either. I had him in for that at 52 points, and he didn't do nothing. So,
well, they shared the ball a lot. Like everybody got in on that in the action, bro. Like Gibbs got some touches.
Yeah.
St. Brown got touches. Montgomery got touches. Khalif Raymond got touches, dude. Laporta scored. Okay, like everybody scored, bro. Like that's what it was last week.
Brock Wright
got their stuff, so it wasn't concentrated. That's all.
It looks like
man,
it.
Look, Amon-Ra scored single digits twice this year, man. So I wouldn't be worried about him.
I'm not worried. I'm not. So what about Gibbs here? What do we got? This next prop bet is 65.5 rushing yards, and he's projected to go only 60 yards. So the bet is under on that one.
He had a really good game last week, but a lot of the production came off that one huge play.
Yeah.
So the projection looks pretty good to me.
Yeah.
At 60 yards rushing.
Okay. So which one of these 3 prop bets are you taking this week? You want to take
So,
Goff at 239, or
but
Gibbs?
it's a pretty good matchup for running backs at Green Bay.
Okay.
So I'm taking over
Over on Jared Goff or Gibbs?
Gibbs.
You taking Gibbs 65 and a half yards, rush yards
Yeah.
over? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take Goff on the pass yards.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna stick with that one. On the over, sorry. So Goff, I project he's gonna throw more than 224 and a half. I think we're gonna score against them.
Right.
And Love's probably gonna play. That's why he's
Mhm.
been practicing. And then they're gonna, Detroit's actually gonna have to play a game instead of getting out there doing
So
playground bullies.
you like the over on the total.
Yeah, over under. Yeah. Let's pop over to that one. There we are.
Yeah.
Boom. 48 and a half. I'm on the over for that. That's a big game to be betting the over, but I mean, yeah.
I think I like the over too.
Yeah. All right. Shoot, dude. We're gonna have to get together and make some bets this weekend too, brother.
Yeah.
All right. I like when we make bets. We're spending my money though.
That's right. That's how we do it.
Damn.
That's how we do it.
So who you picking here? Green Bay at plus 3.5 or Detroit minus 3.5?
So Detroit going to Green Bay. Detroit is a 3.5 point road favorite. Give me Green Bay plus the points here.
Yeah. Hey, I'm taking Green Bay because we're about to win this game, dude.
Oh,
I'm telling you right now.
Tim taking Green Bay straight up.
Straight up. We'll take that money line. I don't do that very often. We're taking the money line. Green Bay.
There you go, Tim.
All right. Here we are.
All right. So let's guess we're
might-
both on Green Bay here. So everybody drink up.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Now I might just be all hyped because I want to beat the Lions, but it's whatever. It's cool. I might be hyped. Yeah.
It's a good spot for you guys. That's what I think.
It's a division rival too, so
True.
I would love to beat them.
It's still a good spot.
Plus, there's everybody in the world. You got to hear about it. We're in Arkansas, Dale. So guess who everybody in the world's a fan of? The fucking Cowboys. All right, dude. And so Detroit did this to the Cowboys, and what if we beat Detroit? Here we are, right? We beat the Cowboys last year in the playoffs, and so we need this win, man. You get me all. I'm getting all jacked up right now, Dale. You get me talking about it. All right. So, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I got to be able to walk around over here and wear my Green Bay stuff and be like, yeah, well, we beat the Cowboys, and guess what? We just beat the Lions, and the Lions stomped you guys. Ha! Y'all don't have that. Y'all don't have this team rivalry stuff like this in New Orleans because everybody's a Saints fan.
Yes.
You go to a city
for the most part. There are a few trolls. Like there's a guy that's like a Green Bay fan I know on Facebook.
Yeah.
He just trolls guys. So that's what.
But they live down there.
Yeah. They live in New Orleans.
Yeah. See, we don't have that. We got kind of a more mix of a team. Most people, probably about 60% of people are Cowboys fans, but there's a big mix around here. So, because we don't have a team.
Yeah. Let's see.
Brees and Pickens.
Okay, this one.
Oh, okay. We got Marlon back.
But is overvaluing him too. Okay, this is the same guy talking about that trade.
Oh, they're talking in the comments to each other.
I got you.
Gotcha.
You guys carry on.
Got it. Yeah.
All right. The big game of the week. We've got the New Orleans Saints going to Carolina. New Orleans is a 7-point road favorite. The total for this game is a whopping 43.5 points.
Getting up there. That's because Carolina can't score. All right.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Sorry, Dale. I'm
Some
sorry,
of the
Dale.
best prop bets here. Kamara, 30.
You done messed up, Dale. You lagging again. You said Alvin Kamara's name and went to crap on us. Yep, your internet shutting down. FBI just raided your house because you're part of P. Diddy's crew. Oh, your microphone's dead. He'll be back. So it's just me. Now you got Timmy over here. So we got 30.5 receiving yards. Alvin Kamara for 30.5 receiving yards, prop bet. He's projected for 34.5 yards though. So he's projected to hit the over this week.
Yeah.
And so do you think you're going to be passing enough to give Kamara 34 yards, Dale?
I do like that. I was trying to pull up his game logs to look at his first game versus Carolina. That's the benefit of this one is you kind of got a history and see what they did, right? So
yeah,
he got 5 targets and 5 receptions that first game against Carolina.
Okay.
He got 27 receiving yards and 1 touchdown.
Oh.
So, and then he rushed the ball 15 times for 83 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So, he did more rushing versus Carolina than he did receiving. And that's where he was more effective. So maybe that repeats again this time around.
Okay.
And so let's look at the prop there. So 30. Okay, so 30.5 receiving yards. That's not off the wall crazy.
Yeah.
Last week he had 55 yards receiving. The 2 games previous to that, he only had a high of 24. So I like the over in this one.
Okay. All right.
The
next prop bet was Kamara 65.5 at rushing.
Yeah. So the rushing part is he had 67 yards rushing last week. And like I said, the week before the first time he played Carolina, he had 83 rushing yards. So I think we go back to running the ball well versus Carolina. We had some offensive linemen come back from the injury report, right? Now, still don't have a center back, which sucks. But yeah, I'm taking the over there.
All right.
I'm going over 65.5 rushing yards for AK. For Chris Olave.
He's your boy.
Tim.
Mm-hmm.
He had an injury. He was coming back from he played last week.
Okay.
He did okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he still hadn't had that game, Tim, where he scores a lot.
Oh.
He gets a touchdown. Looks like the number 1 pick. Kind of a guy.
Are you about to play a certain sound?
I am, Tim.
You're about to play
this is the game right here, Tim, because Chris Olave. That's what, Tim.
There we are. All right. Olave's due.
Banging the over there. Chris Olave is going to be the only target for Derek Carr.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the over, the 64.5 receiving yards. I think he crushes the 67 over too. This projection. Yeah. Give me Olave, smash the over, Tim. Yeah.
Smash
it.
the over. Oh, overs all around, Dale. Dang. You know what? You know what? When we get off here, I'm going to take time. We're going to make this prop bet. Three parlay prop bet right here. These 3 bets, me and you. All right. And then if we don't hit, we're going to be sad because we lost $10. Okay. I'm going to be more sad because it's my $10. All right.
There we go. I'm with you, Tim.
Yeah.
With you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's pick this game. New Orleans going to Carolina. New Orleans is a 7-point road favorite. Give me the Saints minus the freaking 7.
Yeah.
Bouncing back in a big way with Derek Carr coming back. It's going down in New Orleans, baby. Who that?
Wow. The Saints minus 7. I mean, I think the Saints are going to win. I think the bet's the money line on the Saints, but I'm going to go Saints minus 7 also. So yeah, I agree with all 4 of your bets this week on the Saints game, Dale.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. So everybody drink up.
Yeah, boy.
Let's go, man. I'm excited to see the Saints win this week, Tim. It's been such a long time. Okay. It's been a long time.
Yeah. Y'all were hyped at the beginning of the season, man. Carr coming back.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Will Carr ever get appreciated in New Orleans? I don't know.
Never.
I don't know.
He's underappreciated everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
I mean, he really is.
But it's because he's mid. That's
Dang,
why.
you sound
That's
like you sound like some chick on TikTok bitching about her baby daddy. It's because he's mid. He don't pay that child support because he's mid. Dang, girl. All right. My baby daddy don't pay that much in child support. He's just mid. All right, girl.
It's like the 16th best quarterback in the world. And people don't like mid. That's what it is, bro.
Yeah.
People don't like mid. They want the number 1 quarterback in the world.
Mid can win. Mid can still win.
I know this. I know
mean,
this. Mid can still win.
You get a good defense and a decent run game. Here you go. Mid works.
You got to surround mid.
What do you think Russell Wilson is?
Yes.
Russell Wilson, same dude.
Yeah, man. But man, I don't know, bro. Like he's different in Pittsburgh than he was in Denver.
I apologize. When I say Russell Wilson, the same dude, I'm in his Seahawks time frame.
Oh, yeah.
When the Hawks were doing good. So but yeah.
Yep. All right, man. Wrap this thing up. You guys enjoy week 9. Appreciate all of the comments, questions, and hope we can win you guys some money. How about that? So, all right. One last thing to say to you, Tim.
I hate you guys so very, very much.
That's right. And we are.
Remember to follow us on social media at BSnBEER Media. Also, smash the like button on YouTube and share with friends.
All right.